So, good afternoon, students. I hope
Good
my audio
afternoon.
is yes.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The concluding portion of Unit 2, we have finished all the theorems in the last class. So, we have seen about superposition theorem, the eminence theorem, Norton's theorem, maximum power transfer theorem, and the reciprocity theorem. And now, we have seen super mesh analysis also. Now, one more topic is remaining super nodal analysis. So we'll see that if we see that means unit 2 will be complete and you can apply these concepts anywhere in unit 1 and 2 wherever it is applicable. So we have seen about super nodal analysis in the last class. So it is related to that only. So the super mesh we have seen. The super nodal is related to similar to that only. So uh, what is the condition for super mesh analysis we have seen? Or when will you apply super mesh technique?
Current source is common in two loops, sir.
Yes, when you see a current source common to two or more loops, we'll be applying super mesh. And how to identify super mesh? We'll be open circuiting the current source, and whatever mesh we are going to get, that is going to be called as a super mesh. And I told you there are two techniques for solving a super mesh problem. One is using conventional Kirchhoff's voltage law or using mesh analysis. We'll be considering the voltage across the current source as some constant V, and we'll try to eliminate that V and we'll get three equations. If you solve that, you'll get the answer for the currents in the given problem. So same way, see here in super node means between two nodes, you will be having a voltage source, that is super node. See here in this problem, between two nodes, you have an voltage. So this is going to be analyzed using super nodal analysis. Okay, so these two nodes are called as super nodes because they have a current, they have an voltage source between them. So in this circuit, ideally there are three nodes. One is this node, one is this node, and one is as usual your ground. Okay, and among the three nodes, these two nodes are super nodes because they have an voltage source between them. Usually we'll be having a resistor here, right? But instead of having a resistor here, we are having an voltage source here. So these two nodes are going to be called as super nodes. So what is super node? A super node is a node. Super node is a node which has voltage source we connected with some other super node. Okay, so VA and VB are going to be called as super nodes. If you have a normal resistor here, then VA and VB will be normal nodes only. They will not be super node. But since instead of having a resistor or inductor or capacitor, you are having a active voltage source present between VA and VB. So VA and VB are called as super nodes. And how to analyze a super node? It is very simple. You write the KVL equation and you assume the current flowing through the super node to be I. So I write the KCL equation at node VA, write the KCL equation at node VB. You try to eliminate this I. So you will get one equation. Second equation, you have to use this voltage source and get. So two equations, two unknowns, you'll get the answer. Is the logic clear? Anybody is having doubts with the question how to identify a super node?
Sir, can you say one more time, sir?
See here, see normally between nodes you will be having passive components or resistance only. Most of the problems you would have seen, you will be having mostly resistance between the two nodes. Resistance may illana, these two nodes will become a single node, correct? So node means I told you it has to have three branches. So VA and VB are two nodes having three branches, and see here between the node, if you have a voltage source, these two nodes are called super nodes, and you have to analyze them using super nodal analysis. See, in super mesh, we have seen current source is common to two loops. In super node, what you will see in voltage source will be common to two nodes. That is super nodal analysis.
Okay, sir.
Analyzing the super node is going to be exactly same how we are going to do KCL. So we'll see in super mesh, we assume the voltage across current source to be V. Here it is reverse. We assume the current flowing to the voltage source to be some constant I. So our goal is to eliminate this I. So write the nodal equation at VA, write the nodal equation at VB, and eliminate this I. So that will give you only one equation. But you have two unknowns. here, right? So using this 12 volt, you write one more equation. So you will get two equations. You can solve and get the answer for the node A and VB. Okay, I am see here in node VA. First, we'll mark the current direction. See 1.5 ampere is coming towards, and I am marking I6 as going away, and this capital I is the current through the voltage source. So one current is coming in, and two currents are going out. Okay, so I am writing the KCL at node A. Nirmal Kumar, you are there? Nirmal Kumar. Nirmal Kumar. Nirmal Kumar TK. Naveen Kumar K. Naveen Kumar K. Naveen Kumar, yes. You are there? Naveen Kumar, yes. Nobody is there. Naveen Kumar C. C. Naveen Kumar.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Who is
Sir. Naveen
Naveen?
Kumar C. Naveen Kumar
Yeah,
C, sir. C. Naveen Kumar.
yeah. Can you say the KCL equation at the node AVA?
Yes, sir. 1.5 amps equal to I6 plus I.
How many incoming currents are there?
One incoming current, sir. 1.5 amps.
Okay, and what is the equation for I6?
I6, sir. VA by 6, sir.
How do you get that?
VA minus 0 by 6, sir.
And what is the equation for I?
I is equal to VA minus VB by VA minus VB, sir.
How I will be equal to current to voltage same? What is
இல்ல
Ohm's
சார்.
law? I is equal to V by R தானே?
ஆமா சார், அங்க ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸே இல்லையே சார் அந்த இடத்துல.
அப்ப ஒன்னு எடுத்துப்பியா?
இல்ல சார், VA minus VB. ஓ ஆமா சார்.
By what?
தெரியலையே சார்.
Can you find I from the diagram?
I from the diagram.
What did I say in the beginning? We have assumed the current to
Assume.
the voltage source to be I, correct? And I
Yes, sir.
told you we have to eliminate this I. So
Okay,
eliminating
sir.
I means what is the meaning? We cannot write the expression for I directly. So we have to eliminate this I. So see, I have written, you can see, right? I didn't find what is I. I wrote what is I is equal to from that equation. I just rearranged the equation and got what is I.
Okay,
You're
sir.
able to understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, in super node, you cannot find the current through the voltage source because the resistance value, you don't know what the resistance between the two nodes. So you have to keep that as I only.
Okay,
Okay?
sir.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank
sir.
you. Thank you. Naresh, yes. Naresh, yes.
Yes, sir.
KCL at node B.
Sir?
I want the KCL equation at node B.
Yes, sir. 1 second, sir.
You can see the diagram and say, no, you need not work out in your note also. Just see what is coming, what is going out, and say the equation.
Sir, for note,
Node B, yes.
KCL, okay. I is equal to 3.5
Yes.
plus
Yes.
I3.
I is equal to 3.5 plus I3. Good. What is I3?
I3 is equal to VB. Sorry, 1 second, sir.
Yeah, correct.
VB by 3, sir.
Very good. What is I?
So I VA minus oh, I. Okay.
What is I? The same thing I asked to Naveen Kumar C also. Can you find I directly from the given circuit?
No, sir.
No. So write the expression for I as you get from the KCL equation. You see, thank you, thank you.
Yes, sir.
See here, I have written the KCL equation at node, both the nodes, and I have written what is I is equal to from both the equations because I don't know I. So what I can do now, I can equate these two equations and I can eliminate I. So in super node, the goal should be eliminating the current through the voltage source. In super mesh, the goal will be eliminating the voltage across the current source. So remember, the concepts are exactly identical. Only thing, if you have current source, you call it a super mesh. If you have voltage source, you're going to call it a super node. So two equations you see, KCL at node A, 1.6 minus VA by 6 is equal to I. KCL at node B, 3.5 plus VB by 3 equal to I. The RHS is going to be same, so I'm going to equate the LHS. So see here, 1.5 minus VA by 6 equal to 3.5 plus VB by 3. So rearrange the terms, I get the equation like this, VA plus 2 VB equal to minus 12. So one equation I got. See, we are writing two equations for KCL and you have to eliminate them. You will get only one equation ultimately. You have two unknowns, VA and VB, but you have only one equation. We have to write one more equation using the 12-volt power supply. See, this 12 volt is between A and B, and positive end is connected to B, negative end is connected to A. So I can write this voltage as VBA equal to 12. Or you can even write VAB equal to minus 12. Both are correct. Okay, so always positive connected node will come first, negative connected node will come second. See, B is connected to plus, A is connected to minus. So the notation is VBA equal to plus 12. And you know, in node analysis, we when you have voltage between two nodes is voltage at node starting node minus voltage at the second node. So VBA is going to be VB minus VA equal to 12. So one equation you will be getting eliminating this I, one equation you will be getting considering this 12 volt. So two equations, two unknowns, you can solve and get the value of VA and VB. So note down the two equations, solve and say me the answer. First equation is here, you see VB minus VA equal to 12. Second equation is here, VA minus VA plus 2VB equal to minus 12. Please solve and say me the answer. Naresh UD will say the answer for me. I once again show I'll minimize so that you can see the two equations together. Yes, I think the two equations are visible. Maybe I'll remove all the other marking so that only that will be visible to you. Yes. See, the two equations are visible. Solve them and see me the solve them. Have it ready. Naresh UD will confirm the answer now. If you add, you will get the answer. Naresh, you finished? Naresh UD. I think Naresh is not there. Narayan Muralidharan. Solve and say me the answer. Narayan, you're there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, solve and say me the answer for the two equations.
Okay, sir.
I think you are able to see the equation. I'm displaying it on your screen now.
Yes, sir.
Anybody has solved?
Sir, VB is 0
So
Sir,
VB is 0, sir. And VA is minus 12.
VA is minus 12 volts, sir.
VA is minus 12,
and
sir.
I
Yes.
is 3.5 amps.
Yes, VB is 0 and VA is minus 12. Yes, correct. And I, yes, if you want, you can find I by substituting the value of VB. I will be 3.5 amperes. You may wonder how without resistance the current is flowing. You know, voltage source will always deliver a current, right? So that current is going to be 3.5 amperes. Okay, so that is going to be the solution. Any doubt in the problem of supernodal analysis? The supernode, you will be getting 3 equations, but 2 equations you will be using it for elimination. So effectively, you will be getting only 2 equations, 2 unknowns, solve it and get the answer. Simple. Any doubt, you can ask now. See, if you try to relate things and learn, it is going to be easy for you. Super mesh, we'll be assuming the voltage across current source to be some Vs, and we'll try to eliminate Vs. In super node, we'll assume the current flowing through the voltage source to be capital I, and I is unknown because we don't have a repeat. We cannot find resistance between A and B. So I cannot be found directly. So we have to eliminate this I, find the node voltage, and then you can find the value of I once you found the value of VA and VB. Okay, so that is going to be the thing.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, if the polarity of the voltage source is exchanged, sir, I can just show that, sir.
Yes,
Will
if
it
the
be
polarity of
VAB?
if the polarity of voltage source is same, then VAB will be 12 and VA minus VB will be 12. Yes.
And the current direction also changes, sir.
See, current direction I anyways we are going to eliminate I, right? So you can assume I anyways.
Okay.
Anyways, this I will not be coming in our solving the equations, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can assume the direction of I as anyways. But you see, as I told you in the class, we always say the current is going to flow away from your battery, right? So I have assumed I, it is coming out of the positive terminal. That is why I have assumed the current I like this.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
You can even assume I the other way, you'll still get the same answer only.
Okay, sir.
Take the next problem. See the next problem on the screen. I think you are able to see it. You have a three loop, and as soon as you see this voltage source between the two nodes, you have to come to a conclusion that you are going to use supernodal analysis method. You'll be using supernodal technique. 2 kilo ohm, 1 kilo ohm, 12 volt, 2 kilo ohm, again 2 kilo ohm. They're asking find I naught using nodal analysis, and I naught is this current. I naught is current flowing through this 2 kilo ohm. And here you have 6 volt and 4 volt, and between the nodes you have 12 volt. So I have marked the current directions first. This current is I2, this current is I1, this current is I. Here I0 is already given, and this current I am taking it as I4. If you mark the directions, you can write the KCL equations easily. Muthukumar,
Yes, sir.
I want the KCL equation at node V1.
Yes, sir.
And remember, everywhere it is kilo ohm, right? So don't forget to add 1000 to it. So 2 kilo ohm means you have to write as 2000. If you forget that K, everywhere the answer will be wrong.
Sir,
Yes, you can go ahead.
sir, at V1, no, sir, KCL equation.
Yes, at V1, yes.
Sir, I2 equal to
Yes,
I plus
I2.
I1, sir.
Okay, good. And what is I2?
6 minus V1 by
Yes, 6 minus V1 by
2000, sir.
2000. Very good. What about I1?
I1 V1 by 1000, sir.
What about I?
We want to find the I, sir.
Okay, so here, yes, as you said, see here, 6 minus V1,000 equal to I plus V1 by 1000. So I am bringing this V1 by 1000 to this side and writing I is equal to 6 minus 3 V1 by, I'm taking LCM, 6 minus 3 V1 by 2000. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Please understand till this step. I have written the KCL for no. I have written the first equation for our unknown variable I. Anybody is having doubts here? Mridullah, Mridullah,
Yes, sir.
I want the KCL at 2, not V2. I am showing you the first equation, what you got in KCL at node V1, 6 minus 3 V1 by 2000 equal to I. And as I told you, we cannot find this I unless we find V1 and V2. So by eliminating I only, you can find the node voltages. So I write everything in terms of I and I'll eliminate this unknown variable I.
Sir, for node V2, it is I is equal to I naught plus I4, sir.
Okay, good. What about I0 and I4? Expression for I0 and I4?
I naught is V2 minus 0 by 2K,
Okay.
and I4 is V2 minus V2 plus 4 by 2K.
Yes. You have a tendency to make mistake here. You blindly put V2 minus 4. No. See that 4 volt voltage source, how the current is flowing. Current is flowing from minus to plus. You know that when it is flowing from minus to plus, we take it as positive. See, I told the formula, it is starting voltage minus ending voltage by R. It is mostly you will get like that only. But when the polarity of voltage source is reversed, please see how the current is flowing inside the voltage source. So that sign you have to fix. So here the current I4 is V2 plus 4 by 2000. Okay. So here if you make a mistake, if you write V2 minus 4, gone. The entire problem will go wrong. So once again, you can find I from this, take LC, simplify. So I will be this one. Finally, I have written I will be V2 plus 2 by 1000. And all you have to convert all those K into 1000. So wherever you have a K, you multiply that value by 1000. Wherever you have a capital M mega, you have to multiply the value by 10 power 6. So we haven't seen such problems, but please remember kilo ohms means 1000, mega ohms means 10 power 6. Mega ohms, you have a capital M. When you have a small m, it is milli, you have to multiply by 10 power minus 3. Okay, so remember these things. Suddenly problems may come with this huge value of resistance also. So in that case, you should not think what should you do for this K. K is your kilo ohm. So wherever there is K, you have to multiply the value by 1000. So I got the value of I as V2 plus 2 by 1000. So equation number 2, equation number, maybe according to you 1 and 2, you get 2 equations for I. Equate them. You get 6 minus V1 by 2000 equal to V2 plus 2 by 1000. So cross multiply. 6 minus 3 V1 equal to 2 V2 plus 4. Okay. Or 2, first equation is 2 is equal to 3 V1 plus 2 V2. So this is the equation you get by eliminating the current capital I. For eliminating I, you need 2 equations. One at KCL at node V1, KCL at node V2. Eliminate I using these 2 equations. But I have 2 unknowns V1 and V2. But I have only 1 equation. What is how to get the second equation? Moneshwar. Moneshwar.
Sir, I'm here only, sir.
Yes, how to get the second equation?
Sir, we can simplify it, sir.
You have to use what? Simplify panni, I got C2 is equal to 3v1 plus 2v2. But for solving these v1 and v2, I need one more equation, right? How to get the second equation? Mohan Raja.
Sir.
Yes. How to get the second equation?
Sir, between the nodes V1 and V2, we have a voltage source. So we can use that.
Yes. Yes. What will be the equation then?
It will be V2 minus V1 equal to 12.
Okay. V2 minus V1 equal, that's I have marked it as equation number 1. So you have V2 minus V1 equal 12 as one equation, and second equation what you got just now, 2 is equal to 3v1 plus 2v2. So please solve the two equations and have the answer.
Sir,
Mohammed
V1 is
Faisal.
minus 22 by 5.
Yeah, you have finished, huh? Okay. V1 is
minus 22 by 5 and V2 is 38 by 5.
Yes. Even I am getting the same thing. So finally, you have to find what is I naught. Question is find I naught, right? So knowing V1 and V2, find I naught. I naught is the current flowing through the 2 ohm, this 2 kilo ohm resistor in the path between V2 and ground. See, I will show you the two equations once again. The first equation, see here, it is written immediately I've written that V2 minus V1 equal 12 is your equation number 1. And the second equation is 3v1 plus 2v2 equal to 2. So use any method which is convenient to you and solve for v1 and v2. So I have used Cramer's rule. So I got v1 as minus 22 by 5 and v2 as 38 by 5. See, generally when you have an voltage source connected between two nodes, you have a negative connected v1, right? So v1 will tend to be negative. And since plus is connected to v2, v2 will be tending to be positive. Logically, here you're getting it same way, you right? See here, v1 is negative value and v2 is positive value. See, it will not be happening always, but majority of time we can predict. If you have a negative polarity of voltage source connected to a node, that node tends to be negative. If positive terminal of voltage source is connected to a node, that node tends to be positive. So logically, you can expect V1 to be negative and V2 to be positive. It is not right. But unless you solve and confirm, you cannot verify that. So here you see after solving, I got V1 as minus 22 by 5 and V2 as 38 by 5. So whatever we have predicted is correct here. And I want I naught. I naught is the current flowing through the 2 kilo ohm resistor. Mohammed Faisal. Mohammed, yes, I naught value. I need the value of I naught.
Sir, 1 sir.
Yeah. You note down the answer V1 and V2. V1 is minus 22 by 5 and V2 is 38 by 5. If you have not solved, please note down the answer and then find I naught. I naught expression already we have wrote here. I naught is V2 by 2000. I naught is V2 by 2000.
Sir, 0.0038.
Yes, I am writing it as in terms of milliamperes. So I'm writing it as 3.8 milliamperes. So 0.0038 amperes you're getting it. So multiply the answer by 1000 and put the m in the answer. So multiplying by 1000 and putting an m will get cancelled. So 1000 m is 10 power minus 3, I told, right? So when you get more number of zeros after decimal point, try to write in terms of milliamperes. So the answer is 3.8 milliamperes. What you told is also correct. The better way of writing it is writing it in terms of milliamperes. Again, I say whenever you have more number of zeros after decimal point, it is advisable to write in terms of milliamperes. Milliamperes means 10 power minus 3. You have micro. Micro is 10 power minus 6. Okay. And you have nano. Small n. Nano is 10 power minus 9. So mostly our currents will be only in this range. Micro and nano, you will not get it very often, but milliamperes, you will get current when your circuit has kilo ohm resistance. You see here, all the resistance are kilo ohms, right? So current flowing will be in milliamperes. If you have all in mega ohms, current flowing will be microamperes. The larger the value of resistance, lower is the value of current. So you know that I and R are inversely related as per Ohm's law, right? So that how you have to write the final answer in terms of milliampere. If anybody is having doubt in super node, you can ask me now. We have completed super node. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. Any doubts in supernodal analysis? The material is uploaded to your Google Classroom, so you can download it there and you can prepare yourself for understanding the supernodal analysis technique. So I have posted your assignment and MCQ question in your Google Classroom. So what you are going to do now, you have to be online. You just go to your MCQs and solve it now, everyone. Please go to your Google Classroom page. Please click on that MCQ and it has only 10 questions. Please click on that and solve.